NFL Saturday is back on NFL Network. I'm in. First up, Brady and the Bucs head to the Motor City to take on Stafford and the Lions. Then it's round 2. It's 2 a time as the Dolphins hit Vegas to battle Jacobs and the Silver and Black.
Jackpot, baby!
I'll be here all day.
All day just like that!
Let's go!
That's a big-time play!
Another perfect NFL Saturday. NFL Saturday is back only on NFL Network.
The NFL Today on CBS Sports is presented by Jeep.
Welcome back to the NFL Today, and now Amazon takes you to the sights and sounds of the game between the 49ers and the Cowboys. Let's get you out to Arlington with our announcers, Kevin Harlan, Trent Green, and Melanie Collins.
Yep, just the same.
Welcome to Arlington, Texas for the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. With each head coach dealing with a lot of injuries, yet something still to play for. The Niners are aiming for a wild card spot in the NFC. The Cowboys are 2 games out of first place in the East, but have been swept already by first place Washington, so obviously a lot has to go their way. Happy holidays, everyone. With Trent Green and Melanie Collins downstairs, I'm Kevin Harlan. Well, the Cowboys have gone 2-2, Trent, over the last month, and arguably coming off one of their best performances of the season last week in Cincinnati.
Well, and it was a big high for Andy Dalton getting an opportunity to return to Cincinnati and return with a win. One of his better games. He, as you said, 2-2 since he's returned from concussion and COVID, 68% completion. But what he's going to have to rely on today is no Ezekiel Elliott. It was reported just before the game that he's going to be inactive. He came out on the field. He tried going through some movement. He's been dealing with a calf injury all week, was very limited. So today that means that starting tailback will be Tony Pollard, the second-year running back, a 4th-round pick out of Memphis, is mainly used as a kickoff returner, where he's 3rd in the NFL in kickoff returns, but only 75 rush attempts coming into today. He's going to get more of an opportunity. We're going to go green and look at some of the challenges he has facing him. The offensive line, there have been both sides of the ball have been devastated by injuries, but the offensive line has been affected the most. A year ago, great holes, big gaps. Yes, Ezekiel Elliott ran through an arm tackle, but a lot of space to run the ball. Now with the injuries, all the replacements, not a lot of lanes for Ezekiel Elliott to run through. That will be the challenge for Tony Pollard today.
The Dallas Cowboys have gone through 4 different starting quarterbacks. San Francisco has gone through 3, and today, Trent, they will start for a 6th consecutive game, Nick Mullins.
Well, Nick Mullins has put up some big numbers. When you look at his yardage total, he started 15 games in his career. This will be his 8th start of this season. The problem is he gets too aggressive at times. He has too many interceptions. He has 5 interceptions, 1 in each of the last 5 games. Needs to do a better job of protecting the football. When he is looking down the field and having big success, it's with rookie 1st-round pick Brandon Ayuk. Last week, his season and career highs, 10 receptions, 119 yards.
Well, the Niners, the most injured team in the NFL, and Melanie, it's their receiving core, which is now being hit.
Yeah, Kevin, this time it's Deebo Samuel, expected to miss the rest of the season after re-aggravating his hamstring last week against Washington. Meanwhile, all-pro tight end George Kittle returned to practice this week, and Kyle Shanahan told us he looked fresh. He's been chomping at the bit for the last 3 weeks to get back out there, but they wanted to get him through a full week of practice first just to see how his foot would respond before playing him again. They wanted to make sure there's no risk of re-injury, so they are erring on the side of caution with George Kittle, but Shanahan seemed optimistic that he might be able to return next week against the Cardinals.
Thank you, Melanie. Now to Project Smarter, and it's presented by the Home Depot.
Well, the smart thing for the San Francisco 49ers is to give the ball to Raheem Mostert even more. The Dallas Cowboys are struggling on defense, especially with their run defense. Raheem Mostert is the most healthy he's been all season long, dealing with ankle and knee injuries. For the Cowboys, Amari Cooper, keep feeding him. This is what they have to do. We just mentioned that Tony Pollard is going to be starting at running back. They've got a deep core of wide receivers attacking upfield. That's the matchup I'm looking for, the Cowboys wide receivers against the secondary of the 49ers. They are one of the best pass defenses in the NFL. That'll be a great challenge. And then for the 49ers, Eric Armstead, the defensive end, going against the rookie Terrence Steele.
The Cowboys are looking for their first winning streak since last season. Niners are alive in the Western in the wild card race, but have lost 5 of 6 with our kickoff next. Arlington, Texas, CBS Sports presents the National Football League. Today, it's the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Home of Super Bowl 55.
Been looking forward to this. Here's Aikman, back to throw it. And it's Stanley will walk in. Cowboys are coming.
Well, CBS, John and I both say sincere thanks.
Well, today marks the 49ers and Cowboys' first game on CBS in over 26 years. Pat Summerall and John Madden signing off in the last football game CBS televised before losing the NFL contract. They got it back in '98. That game was played late January 1994. We've had the flip of the coin. The Cowboys have won. They have deferred. San Francisco will receive Jarrett McKinnon. He is deep back for San Francisco. And to kick off will be Greg Zuerlein for Dallas. Cowboys at 4-9, Niners at 5-8. And away we go in Texas. And McKinnon will leave it in the end zone. Touch back to the 25, and San Francisco will begin it. First down and 10. Well, you've watched a lot of tape this week, Trent. On Nick Mullins, tell me what you see.
Well, I do like his aggressiveness. I think when you look at him from a yardage standpoint, he's been able to push the ball up the field. The problem is there's that fine line, and we talked about it with Kyle Shanahan. Fine line with aggressiveness and turning the ball over. So he needs to find that happy medium today. Make sure he's protecting the football because the 49ers are playing such good defense right now.